Oops. 1, 2. Break things. Hello everyone. Welcome. Just a little tryout. Expo ready with the Road interview mag. So today I'm on a phone connected up to the Road Go, which is a microphone and receiver system that goes straight onto the phone. Hello Adrian, how are you doing? Bloody hell. I keep seeing you on my Facebook feed, but I ain't seen you for absolutely ages. Nice to see you. So I just thought I'd come on and give it a try. Obviously, it's I've got it put into a mic stand at the minute, but the idea being it might make a little bit of noise. This is what you've got. I already had the hello Ian Thomas, how you doing? I already had the Road Go kit, so you just buy this holder and it goes in there. Professionalism, sons. So excuse the noise. So I've just put it in this microphone kit that I've had for absolutely ages. That I bought for the Road, which was about 10 times too heavy for it. So as soon as you put it in, it just fell over. So I had to go onto a different system. I'm pleased I did as well, because setting it up's a bit of a nightmare, and every time you move, you knock it over, kick the legs or something like that. So if you can let me know if it's loud enough, because there is a few settings on there. I'm looking at the little green line going up and down. It looks about right, to be honest, but I am fairly close to it, and I've got it on the lowest setting. There's 2 more, so it perhaps if I turned it up really loud it would sound awful, but we'll have a go anyway. If I can remember, you can just turn the decibels up by doing that. When I tried it just to record it onto a video, that's not it. That's it. So that's the second setting. Doesn't seem to actually go up that loud, but I think it brings a lot more background noise in. And that's the top setting, which usually is a bit blurry. The good things with these, I'll just show you. This is how it works. You actually, the microphone I've got in here, let me just turn it back down, because it might be distorting. I'll press the right button, son. There we go, that's the lowest one. You've got to remember, hang on, where are we? Cancel. Okay. Hello. I've actually got the chat coming up. You've got to remember to make the amount of background noise in the expo hall, so you'll need to play around with the settings while you're there. Yeah, well, if you put it on the lowest setting, that's all you can do, mate, isn't it, really? I don't know why it wasn't showing me the chat, unless I was messing about with that while I was doing it. It's not the best. What does that do? Live chat. There we go. Now we're off. 6 people in. Not bad for 12 o'clock, is it? 12 o'clock on a Friday lunch. Let's do a quick buffet. I'll have to put the nicotine warning on at the front of the video, otherwise they'll shoot me. The top shirt with the Temple RDA, one of Benny's bargains. I just started trying this, which is the red currant grape and cherry from Rachel Rabbit. The only thing I did try and do, I was going to do a review on this phone, and it wouldn't bring up the I can't get it to pop that label out like you can on the other ones. This one's capable of recording in 4K on the inner screen as well. So why am I not seeing what everybody's saying? Unless nobody's saying anything. Nobody's saying anything. That's the reason. So I'm not going to be here for a long time, because I need to have my dinner and go to work. But I just thought I'd give it a whirl so I could listen to it back when it uploads, and try it. So it looks quite professional anyway. The only thing is, for some reason, the wind cover smells like an Alsatian that's just come in from the rain. But looking on the, you can actually just wash it in a soft detergent. I might just let Road know that they're selling crap, but because they need to know. All the other stuff I've ever had from Road has always been really, really good quality. I bought the NT1A. Gone a little quieter than earlier, right? Let's just turn it up 1 notch then. You can turn it up. So it's got 3 settings. That's number 1. 1, 2, 3. That's number 2. 1, 2, 3. And that's number 3. 1, 2, 3. Chances are I've used it before in that setting, and it does pick a lot of background noise up. So we'll go back to number 2 and try it there. So, like Paxi said, the only problem is when you get in the Expo, if you don't watch it, you won't be able to use it anyway because it'll just pick up the number 2's the best. That's where we are, number 2 now. I think that's what I generally use it on when I use that little microphone thing that clips onto here. The best time I ever did it was I had a shirt on with with buttons up the front, and it clipped on there. And that's what I did that review on the Amatorium, sat on the beach with. Hello, Sean. How you doing? Nice to see you, mate. Good to see you. I'm doing all right. Yeah, spot on. Just want to say, I'm just going to try this. It came yesterday, and well, it actually came the other day, but didn't have a chance to do it yesterday. So I thought I'd give it a go. So I can look all professional. I'll just show you for the people that's only just come in. That's what it is. This actual thing is a microphone holder. That's all it is. £23 from a music shop. I actually looked for it on Amazon, and it only had half the parts, and it was a lot more money. So I think I bought the cloud lifter from the same people, and they were 60 quid, and Amazon were nearly 80. So it just goes to show you it's not always the best place to look on Amazon. Sounds nice, that, doesn't it? That was a real... there's the camera, not over there, after all. So the only thing is with a phone camera, it just won't do that extra pop. It'll look at anything but what you want it to look at. It might be better on the other one. That's one of Benny's bargains. A set of 0.1 Claptons in there, just for a change, instead of Aliens, and I really do like them. Just count my drips. Anybody else do that when you're filling an RDA? Do you count the drips? 20. If you do 21, it'll shoot out the airflow and down your shirt. So I was actually going to do a review on the phone with this, but it's not easy doing one. And I just can't get it to show that label. So we'll carry on with doing that on the computer. I've had these in for ages, but I've had multitudes of sort of cold flu type bugs, and the last thing you want to do is try and vape a juice. I've been vaping menthols for the last 7 or 8 weeks, but I finally got back onto some flavours. Make sure, is everybody just watching? And there we go. Got a 0.1 Fralian in the Blaze Solo. That should work really well, Ian, I would have thought. I've, as usual, the Blaze Solo's on the mod just behind there. Not used it since about 3 days after I got it. You just keep going round. Hello, Cheech, how you doing? Hey, son, nice to see you. So would you say anything with... Yeah, good for vape tongue, yeah. Yeah, I would. I'd have a go with it. So I've got Mr. Nevin's Smurflust, which is one of the predecessors to his Blue. And I've been vaping this for... I made it myself because he gave me the recipe ages ago. I can't give the recipe, but if you're asking me, you might do. And it's a lovely fresh... It's like Eisenberg, but not as much cooling in it. So... It's, you know, because Eisenberg's all right. What's that RDA and how you doing? That RDA, this one here is the Temple. Vapors Cloud Temple. And I'm doing very well, thank you very much. It just fits perfectly on top of that Atocha, which I've had for ages. If anybody sees one of these in a deal, I've been down... Oh, watching the snooker. I'm exchanged from darts. If you see one of these in a sale, these have got silver contacts on them. And it's one of the strongest hitting mechs I've got in single battery configuration. And that Temple just seems about... I've got it on full airflow. It's got a plastic insert in the airflow, so don't do what I did. And make sure your coils are nice and snugly in there. And don't then put the top cap on and melt it. Which I maybe did, or maybe not. Obviously, I did that, so you didn't have to. There's only one thing with this, is you can tell how many people are in and out. So it puts you off a bit. But that battery's been in there about an hour and I've been chugging away on it, so you can guess what it's like. It's a bit unruly when you first put the battery in, to be fair. First time I've tried a 0.1 Clapton. But if you want to try one, you nip over to Proper Coils. Can't tell you where it is, but if you Google it, you'll find it. You can use Bill 10 or Late Night Vape Show 10. Well, Bill 10's a lot easier. You can get 10% off your order. And also, if you register with them, they'll give you some proper points. So the more you spend, the more you save, as they say. Anyway, can everybody hit that like? Because it makes me feel valued in life. Otherwise, I don't. So I hope you're all Expo ready. I've obviously got the room booked. I'm bringing Vinny from the vape shop. I just changed it to a double room rather than a single. He's been asking people if I snore. He's got a bit of bad news coming. Especially when I've had a few. Chances are we will have had a few. But you can't moan at the price, can you? Are you going, Billy Lee? I think you're down the south, aren't you? It's not. You could get on a train. It won't be very long. So I'm quite looking forward to that. If it's anything like it was last year when we went, pick you up in Aberdeen, no problem, mate. You just need to get on a train. Next year, maybe. Yeah, well, if you want a ticket, I can send you one because there is lots and lots of free tickets about. So they've maybe gone down the route of let's get more bodies in than trying to charge. I think there's a £1.50 charge. So if anybody does want a ticket, if you're in the Late Night Vape Show group, let me know. Or there is a link in there somewhere if you scroll back far enough. You just click on it. How much is the fare in it? It'll be a few quid when it cheaps. Bloody hell. I don't know what it'd be on a train, but it'd be a lot cheaper than a cab. How many miles is it? Times it by 2 and then add £3.20 to the fare. And that's how much it is. And we've only got 2 beds, so you'll have to sleep on the floor. So last year when we went, it was the first one since the pandemic. So there was a bit. Pick up Coil and Mike, maybe. Probably not, eh? Why don't you just come on the train? You'd be able to come and have a beer with us, Cheech. 3-way. Oh, all right, yeah. I can only take 4, though. There's me and Vinny anyway, so. Bloody long way to Aberdeen, isn't it? Have you ever got one of them vapes? This is good and all. This is another one of Benny's bargains. This Blotto Max. It's got a bit of a restricted airflow on it, and you get full on. The flavours are absolutely full on with it. You've been collecting. Just at work, making lobster pots. Do you do that for yourself, and are you working for a company? Lobster pots? Is that a profession then? It probably is. Whip a lobster pot together. I'm not going to stop long anyway. I'm only going to stop another couple of minutes and I'm going to have to get off because I've got work to do. And I'll have to recharge this phone because that is the only thing I've noticed. If you start using it for lives, it soon gets a little bit warm and uses the battery. I've got my Brunhild 103. Flavour is amazing. Never tried one. I presume that's a mouth to lung style vape, is it, Billy? Lee? Oh, that's all right then. I bet that's quite an interesting job as well. A bit of craft. Make your fingers sore though. Because aren't they bamboo? No, you don't do mouth to lung. You lost your spanner. You never had one. Did you ever have one? I don't think you can put one on in there anyway. Everybody else has got one. It's a bit like Twitter now. It's now trendy not to have a blue tick. I think the one before was mouth to lung. This is a newer one. I haven't tried it. I've never tried anything like that, to be honest. I've actually stopped buying. The only thing I seem to buy is Benny's Bargains. I've been looking at the, oh dear, what do they call it? That one Bogan's made. The 21. The Stubby 21. I've been going on about these AI oats for ages, saying I wouldn't have one given and this, that and the other, but I actually just fancied that. I was watching the guy from Vaping 101 do it. No, it's all plastic parts, but roping skills. Kills your hands, yeah, but it does. You're watching the guy from Vaping 101 do a Stubby 21, and I actually quite fancied it. And then I thought, well, I also fancied going to Prague, and it paid for most of it. Of course, you're the Vape of the Year, Cheech. You started going live, didn't you? What happened to that? The Pink Panther, that's the rare one. You can still buy them, but they're the ones that are the most expensive. And I sort of thought, well, that looks really cool. And then I thought, well, would I want to walk down the Ruby one? You were live last night. Have you deleted the stream? Somebody put Cheech's link in so we could all watch him. 8. I don't know who blocked you because I never did. Road Atlanta. Is that your username on YouTube, though? No idea. Send me a link. I play music. Maybe YouTube's going to block you. Stubby 21 8mm tank, that'd be handy, wouldn't it? It's more of a direct along, though, isn't it? Oh, funk. Nice. Get yourself the streaming software, Epidemic Sound streaming software, and you're allowed to just keep playing that for as long as ever you want. There's thousands and thousands of tunes on there. The only trouble is it'll cost you 80 or 90 quid a year. Click your name. I'm on the phone. I'll look back over the stream and do it properly, and then I'll find you. We'll give you a subscribe. How many subs have you got? Have you got any members? We're sort of starting to get... hello, Steam Pugs, how you doing? Mickey Love. We're starting to get up somewhere near 1,000. It'd be nice if we got there, but we seem to gain 2 and lose 1. So we're probably going to be another 2 years before we actually make the 1K. We just need a boom in something. I need to start doing auditing. I'm standing outside a gate somewhere now, especially now I've got my new Rode interview mic. Go standing outside somebody's gate and you're quitting the trolleys. Oh, you're going to make the YouTube's money. They just need to stand out some company's gate and antagonise them until they swear at me, and then you get 100,000 views. There's a guy called DJ Audit. And he had about 5,000 views when I first watched him, and he was working for a company and doing it in his part-time. He's now got 112,000 in less than a year. Crazy. So that's the future. Vaping's dead, sons. Anyway, I better clear off because I really need to go and make some money, and I'd like to listen to this back and see what it sounds like, to see if it's right. And I really need to put this damp dog air muffler in the bloody soft detergent and dry it off, because it smells like it's come out of a Chinese factory. And you know that fusty smell you get sometimes when you order something from China. So I don't think anybody would really want to be interviewed by a damp dog. So I hope you all have a lovely day. Please give us a thumbs up, because it makes me feel important and gets us up the analytics. Watch out for Proper Coils, the proper show tonight, because there should be somebody very famous on there. And then pop over to the Saturday show tomorrow night for somebody else even more famous. Well, even as famous. Because they've got Mr. Matt Cully on with his really small mouth. Fashionably late as always, exactly. Yeah, I just popped on to see what this sounds like. I bought a new device, so I thought I'd just try it out. I'm actually on a phone with the Rode interview mic. So, see you all soon. It's not quite so graceful stopping this because there's no outro. It's just a quick click. Bye, everyone.